Polo. Hey, Polo, your back's looking so... Hey, you're not a drug dog. You can't go to work with me. Well, I'm sure you chase somebody down. Hey, okay, off the computer. Come on. Come on. Get out. Come on. Yeah, it's a good boy. It's a good boy. Yeah, it's a good boy. Yeah. What's up?
I want to file for harassment charges. One crazy bitch over there.
Alright.
Comes out, flips me off daily. Flipped April off yesterday whenever she had the kids. Coming home. Tired of it.
Okay. Okay.
She keeps it up. And I'll see her ass in court.
Okay. Nothing's being provoked on it, just as you guys come in and out and whatever. Okay.
She flipped me off yesterday whenever I was sitting on the porch, and I flipped her back. But that's after about 10 times of her doing it to me.
Gotcha.
And then April was pissed yesterday because she did it whenever she had the kids in the car. So.
Okay.
If you would please deal with that.
I'll go over there and talk with them and get something wrote up on it.
I would appreciate it.
Not a problem. You're in the system still, right?
I should be.
You should be, yeah. I haven't.
Unless he deleted it.
Oh. I don't think so. Because you should be in the master names. He's like, I want to go with you.
Oh, you got the radio.
Oh, God. Okay. I can't on this.
Radio.
They're on loan or something from somebody.
Oh. No, Sergeant. Down.
Right there. Alright.
209 PD 1038.
I've got you down over at the department, but that's okay. I know how to get a hold of you.
Right.
I've got you down with the department, but I know how to get a hold of you. No. Yes. Oh, goodness, yes. He was just wanting to love on somebody. Yes, so yes. You're going to make my doggies mad when they smell me. You're going to make my doggies mad when they smell me. Yes, you are. You'll make my doggies mad. Alright. Let me go do this. Let me go do this. Alright, go on.
Come on, get out of there.
Dog hair. Look like I've been at home.
Well, I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Is it just her? Is it just her? It's just her, not her husband? Alright. Ugh. You can give your dog a bath, Baker.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, is your wife here too?
Yes, she is. She's on the phone right now. What's going on?
I had a complaint about her, and I need to talk to you guys about it.
Okay, come on in. Get back. Get back. Get back.
Hi, baby. Come on, back up. Back up. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There's people here. There's people here. Oh, my goodness.
Jesus.
Go on.
No, hey. That's it. Don't jump. Don't jump. Come on. Get over here. Ross, get over here. Ross.
Oh, you better listen to Daddy.
Hey. Get up there. Get up there. Get up. Get up. Get over here.
They probably smell my dogs on me. What happened? Hey, hon. I had a complaint that I need to check in on.
All right.
It's my job.
I know.
He's saying, because he stays over there at his girlfriend's, and he's saying that whenever he's out, walking out, driving by or whatever, that she's flipping him off, that you're flipping him off just at random for no reason. He said he was sitting out on the front porch today, and you flipped him off, so he flipped you off back. So, like I said, it's nothing, there's no badge on badge love here. This is just, I've had a complaint and I gotta check on it.
Well,
So,
we stay as far away from them as we
Yep.
possibly can.
yeah.
I don't want anything to do with him.
Now, he's got a dog. Our dogs are always on leashes. The other day, when I was walking my dogs by myself, the dog came at him. He nipped at it and yelped, and I said, "Get your dog." And he
Get your fucking dog.
And he didn't come get him, so I went over across his neighbor's house because she's all, "Just come over here," so there's nothing. I don't want any beef with the guy, I just want him to leave us.
I just want him to leave me alone.
Okay, well, what about the whole flipping off situation? Has that been going on?
No.
You haven't been doing that?
I mean, I'm flipping him off at his house over on the bend. I'm not gonna lie about that, but he doesn't live there anymore. Obviously, he lives right there.
He stays there a lot. I don't know what he's doing.
Well,
All right.
I'm gonna tell you something, Officer Hannon. My concern is...
My divorce got done, my papers got done, and I'm a Rogers again.
The thing is, kind of ticks me off is that...
He's harassed us?
Well, I'm not worried about me. The thing is, he's not let up with her.
No, he's not.
We actually went and got a security system for the house. We got cameras everywhere now. And I'm not happy about that either because of what's going on.
We've had to spend thousands of dollars. We've had cameras stolen, I told you that.
It's been one thing after another.
Yeah, there was that whole situation there because my boyfriend and I kind of got drugged into that by accident. We didn't realize what
You're talking about you and Dutton?
Yeah.
So Dutton's your boyfriend?
Yeah.
So Dutton...
Okay, stop.
Here's the thing about that. He sent us down here. We got sent down here.
He was in his civilian clothes, and he tried to steal from our property.
Let me clarify what happened with that, because we were instructed to come down here and pick it up. And then when it was on cable or something, I guess, and we actually went to our chief that same day and explained to him what had happened, because we were actually very uneasy about that. We didn't realize that it was your guys' camera. What we had been told was, and what we've been told is, we ourselves got told some other stuff that drug us into it. We did not know. We were under the impression it was their camera, and we were picking it up for them.
This is the deal.
And so
it's been nonstop.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a dog now. That's fine. I don't care as long as it's a damn thing on a leash.
Yeah.
We keep ours on a leash all the time. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Doesn't keep his
So,
dog on a leash.
you know.
There's a leash law, yeah?
I honestly don't know if we have an ordinance on a leash law in the yard. Now, if he runs off the yard, then yeah, there's obviously something we can do, but
Well, that's the thing.
on your private property, but that's where it comes in. You've got to be a responsible owner. You guys know this. I've seen you with your
dog.
dog.
That's why we keep them on a leash.
Yeah.
We walk them every day because we don't have a yard. We're not just going to let them run loose. It's just not what we do. The thing is, I'm not going to have a pissing match with the guy. You know, the thing is...
Well, like I said, it's not departmental or badge love or anything like that. I had a complaint. I had to come and ask you guys about it. So.
Well, I haven't seen her do it, so I can't say.
Well.
I've seen him do it.
Yep.
Well, like I said, he told me that, you know, I don't know, he told me this afternoon that you come out and flipped him off, and so he flipped you back off. That was only after like 10 times of you doing it to him, and supposedly whoever the girlfriend is, I don't even know who she is.
April?
I don't know, she told him that you flipped her off when she had her kids with her, and
I don't even know what she's talking about, to be honest.
You know,
yeah,
the thing is, we don't wave to her, we try to keep to ourselves.
yeah.
I keep my head down, I don't even bother. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna sit and have a pissing match with these people.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But as far as the camera deal goes, I truly apologize for our part in it. Like I said, when we got sent down here after it, we were of the understanding that it was the department's camera and we were picking it up. We had no idea when it.
You know, the thing is, one of the things that really bugs me the most is that when we reported it for pretty much blew it off and just acted like there's no big deal.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot more going on, and I'm not going to get into that with you, but the thing is, it's very hard for her to have to sit here knowing that these two doors down after what happened. Hey.
No, ours will sit there and play rough. You see, you think they're killing each other, and they're just playing. Yeah, that's like ours. They'll sit, because we got two pit bulls, and they'll sit there and play, and you'll think they're killing each other, and they're just playing.
Diesel, stop. You need to stop. You need to stop.
All right, well, obviously all I've got is he said, she said, and...
Get up on the couch. Get up on the couch.
And I'm not here to try to take sides with anybody. Like I said, I got a call. I have to do my job on that.
This is the funny part about this whole thing. We were just out walking the dogs. She didn't flip them off. She didn't do anything. We were walking the dogs. And
Yeah, I see you guys out there walking the dogs all the time. I still have the scratch mark from somebody. Yes, I do.
We walked.
No, it's okay. There's scratches all over that car, not just from the dog.
She walks in the morning. We walk in the evening. Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. And tonight he walked out. He watched us the whole time. He was on his phone the whole time. He was watching us. I keep an eye on him, and
We have to keep an eye on him because of what's happened.
you know,
He assaulted me. He's harassed us for the past year and 3 months.
so
There's a reason he lost his job.
it's just the thing is the way I see it is this. I don't want to be. I don't want to start a prison match.
I just want him to leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
And he won't.
If she goes out, she does the yard work. He comes out and he watches her. So those are the kinds of things that
He'll pull around and park right in front of the tree and sit and watch me when I'm planting plants and.
I don't know what's going on. And the way I see it is this: we're not.
Squeaky toy?
Yeah.
We can't get squeaky toys for ours. They will tear them to shreds.
Well, these ones, they're
You know,
common.
and your boyfriend stole from our property.
She already knows. She's already explained that 3 times.
I know, but I'm just saying.
No.
It's not okay. The things that have happened.
We've had, okay.
And like I explained, we were under the impression that he was being sent to retrieve a city camera. We had no idea. I know, I was with him that day. That's what I'm telling you.
She's trying to tell you.
I was with him when we were instructed to go down there and get this camera.
Stop being an ass.
I'm not being an ass. I'm being honest.
I'm not going to tell you again.
But that's literally what happened. We were told, would you guys go pick up this camera? And we went down there to pick up the camera, and it had the cable or something on it. And he was like, and he looked over at me and says, it's got a cable. I said, well, did they give you a key? He said, no. I was like, well, come on, we'll go back and tell them we need the key.
We had.
And then that's when we found out that it was not. But that was the only one that we ever messed with.
We had 3
But we were under the impression we were picking up a city camera.
We had 3 cameras taken.
Because I know in Hazelhurst we've used them before, because in Hazelhurst we had a problem with people breaking into cars, and we'd actually taken like 4 or 5 different cameras and set them out, try to catch people doing something. So we honestly thought that was what we were doing, was picking up a city camera, and when there was a cable on it, we asked for a key. That's when we found out that wasn't even the city camera, and we went and talked to the chief immediately. They're like, we're not cool with being asked to go steal somebody's property. And then they said that because, I don't know, they said it wasn't your tree or something, and I was like, and we told the chief at that time, listen, if it comes down to this stuff over here, we don't want anything to do with it, because Charles and I both, we don't want to be drug into whatever his issue is. But we honestly, and I sincerely apologize for that. We did not know it was your guys' camera.
We've had 3 cameras taken. That was the third one.
That was the third one?
And we actually reported the sheriff's department, because I didn't want to go through the city.
Well, see, and when we found out that wasn't a city camera, we went straight to the chief, because we didn't know if chief knew anything about it.
Well, he knew, because
Yeah,
he came that day, because I was sitting right there when everything happened. So I called him, and he's all, well, you realize you were taking a picture of your neighbor's house, and I said, no, we weren't. I said, we're taking a picture of the street.
No, I haven't.
And he's all, well, you realize that, let me explain something to you. The reason I'm doing what I'm doing is because I was instructed to do this. And
Yeah.
that's why I did what I did.
No.
And I said, I don't appreciate my cameras being taken. He goes, well, that's not your property. I said, I'll go get my property line, and I'll show you that tree is my
Well,
property.
see, and up until that incident right there, Charles and I honestly had no idea of the whole situation with everything that was going on. Otherwise, I would have had a clue before we even did that. But when we were sent to do that, it was proposed to us that we were going to pick up a city camera and bring it back for download. I had no clue that it wasn't ours.
You know, I'm going to be very honest with you, is that, you know, when all this comes to a head, which it's going to do, you know, I mean, I'm sure you guys when we called in, there's just a lot of things that are happening that I don't agree with. I'm not home. That's why there's a security system in this house.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, I feel a lot better knowing now that I have one in the house. If
No.
it does happen, I wish I could get the help she needs. And to be very honest with you, I'm not trying to be an asshole, I'm really not, because you know how I am. I'm straightforward and honest with you. You know, I spoke to the sheriff himself, and he told me, if you have any issues, you call directly, call us.
No.
And it's because right now, like I told and then Chief Meyer said, he goes, well, why didn't you tell me any of this? I said, because I don't trust you. And it's not that I don't trust you personally, it's just, with everything that's happened, it has been very stressful, and, you know, again, she's here by herself, and I've seen him, because I've been here, and as soon as she goes outside and she starts working on the yard, I will literally walk in the bedroom to see, and he will walk out and sit on the porch and watch her. And that annoys the hell out of me.
No.
The thing is,
it's very overt, but it's still irritating. I mean, it's your wife. You want to do your best by her. I get it. I really do.
I bite my tongue, and I don't say a lot. And believe me, I'm getting to the point where I want to confront him, but I'm not, because I know it's not going to help anything.
No.
And I also understand that there's going to be little pissing matches back and forth. She has never flipped that woman off. I don't know where she's getting it from. Like I said,
I didn't talk to her. She didn't tell me this. This is all what I'm being told by Baker.
Okay.
And like I said, I had a complaint. I had to come and talk to you guys. And so I'm just going to leave it at the same thing I told him, because I told him, it's like, you know, is this being instigated? And he's like, no. And I was, all right, well, make sure you're not instigating it. I said, you know, just avoid it, you know, don't.
You know, the thing is, they're going to cameras.
Yeah, so.
If he's going to do stupid shit, I'll get it.
I got you. And that's, honestly, I'm glad you do, because.
That's why they're here, and I have no problems with any of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I have a security system in the house, so I can feel safer for her and when I leave. Because the thing, this is the crazy part about all this. Before he moved in with her, or whatever the hell it is he's doing, I could watch on the cameras that he would get in his truck and drive around here before I left to go to work. So my issue is, and is going to continue to be until we get him the hell away from here completely. Yeah. And that's my intent. And, you know, it's going to be up to the district attorney from here on out.
I got you. Well, I don't blame you guys. You shouldn't have to put up with stuff like that. You should be able to feel comfortable and safe in your own home.
You know, the thing is, everything was fine until he decided to come over here. And once he decided to come over here, it has not stopped with him. He's out. Like I said, I've watched him. I've seen him. I was out in the yard this past Sunday. He came out, sat right over there on the porch and watched her the whole time.
No, we were doing it, laying bricks down.
Putting bricks and doing some stuff to the yard, just doing a few things here and there.
Some plants.
And, you know, I get people are going to come outside, but the thing is, when he's always doing it when she goes out, I mean, our neighbor across the street can tell you.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I can tell you.
She's observed it herself, you know, with the dogs. The day that his dog came at him.
Yeah.
You know, in order for nothing else to happen, she goes, Tony, just come over here in the backyard.
Yeah.
And his dog followed us over there. And, No, that's what it is. He's got a dog now, so we're gonna have to be careful with this now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to watch out.
Well, I mean,
I just don't know what else to do.
as far as the dog goes, that's simple enough. You can call us over there and we can cite him for letting his dog run loose.
There is a
I have to look and see exactly what it is, because
when we lived on Lee Street, there was a sign.
Yeah.
The dogs have, by city ordinance, the dog has to be on a leash.
see, and I know in some instances the city ordinances vary between whether or not it's in the city over there in like Lee and Lane or over here in the subdivisions, but I think that one's going to be one of the universal ones, because I think it's like loud music, the grass, and the leash law, I think, are the universal ones. That it doesn't matter if you're in the subdivision or if you're on the, city type thing. And then it's just,
we're just trying to get through this. And,
I got you.
I'm gonna protect my life. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't blame you. Like I said, I mean, it's your family. You got to do what you got to do for them. Well, for her.
I'm not about to.
I'm gonna do what I have to do too.
I'm not gonna confront him right now, but if he continues to be,
I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to see him face to face.
I got you.
Leave me alone.
Well, forgive me, Antonio. And that's what I thought. It was AA. That's bad. I'm sorry. That's how you reference something to help you remember it. Like I said, I had the complaint. I had to come over here and talk to you guys about it. As far as it goes, until that whole camera incident, we had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
That is something that apparently they kept very close-knit.
Well, they tried to.
And so we had no idea. And until that camera incident, when we went over there and told the chief, listen, we were just told to go do this. We're not comfortable with this. I'm not going to be in trouble for... I'm not breaking the law for anybody. I don't care if it's my supervisor or not.
Right.
We thought you need to know about this, and that's when he told us that, you guys had already called him, and we were fed this lineup, whatever, and I was like, well, we don't want to be a part of all this. We don't have a...
I blew up in his face, and I told him, yes, and I told him, I said, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. He goes, well, I know who got the camera, and I know what's he said the exact words. He goes, I know who got the camera, I know who's got the card. There's one camera sitting at the office, and there's another car, I know one of your cars is there as well. And I said, okay. I said, well, who took it to begin with? And he goes, oh, well, some kids were walking, and I said, no. It's okay.
Well, see, that's all I was told about was one other camera. I wasn't told about two previous cameras.
We thought we had 3 total cameras. We had one on the tree, and one by the house. And
we were told about the one that supposedly the kids found.
Yeah, there was no kids that found it.
But like I said,
we still have not.
It was actually staked down, tied down.
Yeah, see, we didn't let.
He said it was going to be returned to us. It has not.
Somebody.
You might need to. We're in the process of hiring a new chief. Once we get the new chief, you may want to go up there and ask him if you can have your camera back, because since all that stuff happened with the other lady,
well, the other
things have been completely lost.
Well, the incident that happened here at the house, I went back and retrieved our firearm. And whenever I handed in the letter that stated that she was not going to be
from the DA.
From the DA, nothing was going to happen. That everything was a bunch of baloney. And he was not happy. He got called in to retrieve the firearm for him. The chief
it was your firearm. Why wait?
Well, because the chief said, well, the sergeant Baker's got to bring it and get it for you. And I said, well, I don't care, but I still want it back. So, whenever I handed Meyer the letter, he came in and handed it to Baker, and Baker looked at it, and the chief looked at him, and they kind of snickered, and I just looked at them both like, just give me the damn gun so I can get out of here. I don't really care either way. So, if you wouldn't even look at me, you wouldn't say a word to me. And,
I know this sounds silly, but he's got it out for me. Am I right?
I'm not going to say anything sounds silly. I don't mean to sound disconnected from this. I really am.
Well,
aside from our first meeting, which was not the best.
Challenge, especially by a female.
Yeah,
and because I challenged him and I won, essentially. he hates my guts, and he hates now too.
He used to follow her all the time.
He used to follow me all, he used to follow me all
Follow
the
her
time.
patrol car, constantly, always.
Mm-hmm.
He would park.
When he was still
Right
a
here.
police officer,
Yeah.
he used to follow me all the time.
But the thing is, again, you know, things will stop. We're not gonna.
Well, for your guys' sake, I hope they stop sooner than later,
Oh,
because
it's going.
you shouldn't have to live like this.
I'm to the point right now, you know, let him do his thing, let her do her thing. I don't care. I really don't care. Just as long as they stay the hell away from us, they stay off my property. You know, I didn't ask him to come move in 2 doors down for me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why. I don't care. All I know is that, you know, if he tries to do anything stupid, I'm going to handle it.
I will call the
Best way
sheriff's
possible.
department.
We will call the sheriff's department. You guys will be notified as well. But the thing is, again, you know, we don't know who we can trust, and I'm going to be very honest with you. That's how I feel.
It's a small town, and I mean, you think small town politics, and
You know,
I can't say I blame you. I mean, I can tell you can trust me, but that's only words.
We got dealt.
We have got dealt a really shitty hand.
Yeah.
When Chief Meyer came, he lied in my face and said the things that he said. And,
Lied to our face.
you know, I told him flat out, I said, you know, because he goes, well, I'm not lying, so I said, I don't believe you, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
And that's not the only officer that's lied to our face either.
And, you know, one of the other things that he said was, you know, he goes, well, you know, I don't know what else to tell you. I said, well, the sheriff's on his way over here right now.
No.
So he's like, well, I need to go, but when I told him, I said, he's under investigation through GBI.
Oh yeah, when Myra learned that he was when Baker was under investigation from GBI,
Rocks.
he immediately made a beeline to
He's like, I got to go to
GBI,
GBI.
Yeah.
So,
which doesn't make any sense. He wanted to go try to make things right. I'm sorry.
I'm in so much trouble, I forgot to turn on my portable.
but anyways, you know, like I said, there won't be any incidents between us. I'll make sure of that.
Like I said, I had a complaint, I had to do my
I gotta
job.
feel
I
it's gonna-
hate that you guys are having to go through this. I wish there was
I have a
something I could do to
feeling
magically make it better for you.
I have a feeling there's gonna be more that he's gonna do.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
gonna try to cause trouble.
Oh.
And that's fine. And if he does, then
Bring it on.
I'll deal with it another way.
No.
You know?
Like I said, I wish I could make it go away, and I hope it ends sooner than later for you guys.
You need to
And
tell him to stop then.
I just did my best on it. I really did. I told them, you know,
Back the fuck off.
make sure you're not doing anything to provoke them. You know,
I've never,
the same thing. Same thing. And this is just out of.
I'm afraid of him.
This is just out of, it's my duty on the job to say this to both parties, you know, just stay away from each other, don't provoke each other, you know, and I understand that you guys are already doing that. I get it, I really do. That's part, you know.
I mean, we have freaking how many cameras in our house right now?
Do you have it through a system, or is it is it through like ADT, or?
No, it's through the buildings.
You were thinking about getting one for the house.
We've got sensors, we've got everything. We've got cameras, we've got shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I leave and I know anytime anything happens, I'm notified.
Yeah.
You know, so she is too, and that's the thing is, but again, you know, whenever he comes out and he's watching her like he does,
I can totally understand where it'd be very upsetting, and you know, as the husband trying to protect your wife, I can see where it'd be very frustrating
I
also.
want to just go. I'm gonna be very honest. I just want to go home, but I know I can't do that. But the thing is that, you know, the fact of the matter is, I'm just gonna let him keep doing what he's doing because he's
gonna hang himself.
He's an idiot. He's already done it. And
Yeah.
He's just gonna continue to do what he's doing. We're not, like I said, we will not, and nothing else will happen. But I guarantee you're gonna get more phone calls from him because now he's gonna figure that.
Well, and just, if I do get calls from him, just understand, I'll probably come over here and talk. It's just, I've got to come and talk to you guys.
I understand. You know, he's gonna.
I'm not playing favorites on anything. If he's doing something wrong, we have no problems.
Well,
The department we have now, we do not show that kind of favoritism. We have no problem.
If I get
saying
stuff on
something,
camera,
but-
believe me, you guys will be the first to know.
Yeah, by all means, because there's nobody in this department at this point that's, you know, if one of us screws up, we screw up. We're going to pay the consequences. We're not above anything.
And, you know, one of the biggest things for me is, I see you guys patrolling, and I see that, which is fine, and I don't have a problem with that. I mean, that's what you guys are supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, he used to come down here in a 3-hour period of time, 12 times
8 times
in one
a
day
day.
when he was patrolling.
Uh-huh.
He parked his freaking patrol car by the tree where the